Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the full elect, hearing this word in truth and sincerity. This article that I have before you, it's pretty much dealing with, problem, reaction, solution, as you're about to see. Esau Edom is pretty much, creating, a problem with the banking system, that is going to lead to, him bringing in the solution, which is pretty much, the CBDCs, which is eventually going to lead to, the Chragma, which is the CHIP. Because this is what all of this is leading to. Crash the banking system and bring in that new currency, which is going to be that digital currency. It says banking system showing more signs of collapse as customers report widespread deposit delays. You see, so pretty much, because most people, they get paid through direct deposit. Pretty much, when it's payday, their job pretty much sends that, their funds, to directly to their bank account, electronically. So you don't have to go to the, you don't have to, go to your job and get your paycheck and then have to go to the bank and then put it into the bank and so on and so forth. No, it's directly going into there. But even with that, there's a problem. All right. There's a delay in people's pay, So, not as if, 2 weeks, waiting 2 weeks for, your paycheck was a problem. Now, there's a delay after the 2 weeks wait, But once again, this is the problem that Esau Edom is creating. And he's getting a reaction out of these people. Like, these people are pissed off, man. And this is a good way to bring in a solution, But the article says the private Federal Reserve banking and usury cartel is urging America's banks to at least try to help customers across the country who are increasingly reporting problems with depositing their paychecks and other funds. In yet another display of America's cracking financial system, when will the thing finally die already? Customers who use direct deposit to transfer their earnings from their employers to themselves say the funds are not posting, which the establishment is blaming on human error. Once again, we know that the elites, all right, they control the banking system. So they mainly have a hand in all this banking crisis, And like I said, this is eventually going to lead to the collapse of the banking system and lead to the digital currency. Okay. But I wanted to get, and this is a common one that we always get, but these scriptures going to keep coming out because this is what's going on right now. All right. Esau Edom is pretty much trying to move forward with his NWO, his agenda. All right. And these are the signs and these are the moves that are being made. All right. To get one step closer. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. It says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And I pulled this scripture out because, we're still, still in the world. You know what I'm saying? We got to do what we got to do. We work, we got to, maintain, our houses, our situation. So therefore, this may be a problem that comes to one of us. Those of us that believe in the Lord, this may be something that happens to us, But at the end of the day, we at least know what's going on. These people that don't know what's going on, they're going to fall for the okie doke, They're not going to get their money and they're going to be complaining, crying, what's going on. And Esau's going to present that solution and they're going to fall right into it, It says, we are told that the ACH payment system is experiencing problems that are causing major headaches for not just consumers, but also their employees. You see, so it's causing headaches. This is the reaction. So now you got the problem, and this is the reaction. It's causing headaches. It's giving them problems, So what do you think Esau going to do? And what you think these people going to do when Esau presents, that solution? Okay, if this is what we got to do to continue, and let's do it, It says, the Federal Reserve encourages banks to work quickly to resolve issues for customers experiencing delays in receiving direct deposit payments as a result of operational issues at a private sector payments provider. You know, and you know that the banking system here in America is untrustworthy, you know, because you understand that, you know, those little numbers that you see on your phone or on the computer, you know, those are empty numbers. Even with the dollar, you know, that's not real riches. You know, it's just paper. You know, real riches is resources. You know, gold, silver, cattle, you know, land. That's real riches. But Esau Edom has deceived the world to believe that, you know, being rich is having millions of, you know, green paper. You know, Esau Edom has convinced the world that being rich is having, you know, 10 million, all right, in the bank account with a dollar sign by it. All right, this devil has deceived the world. You know, so the banking system that you put your trust in, you know, is going to fail you people. It says the consumer right here. It says the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau likewise indicated that consumers should not be penalized with fees or whatever else for issues that stem from America's highly corrupt financial system, which is more of a Ponzi scheme for the rich than anything else. You know, and that scripture goes into that. Salakia, I don't know what that is. But the scriptures go into that. Let's go to the book of James. Because this is how Esau, what's that scripture? The rich ruleth over the poor, right? I know it's in Ecclesiastes. Or it's in Proverbs, Salakia. Proverbs 22:7. It says, the rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. And that's how Esau rule over the people, you know. Through lending them money, he makes them servant because they got to pay all that money back. You know, a quick example, you know, was Salakia, brain fart. A quick example was during the time of Egypt, when when the Egyptians became servants, to Joseph, in order to pretty much, eat, they had to be servants unto Joseph. They had to give themselves up. They gave their resources, and eventually they gave themselves up as servants, But this is a quick scripture. This is James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. All right, the elites, all right, of Esau, man. All right, they're getting ready to go through their calamity. And they lived one time for so long. Now it's time for them to be taken off of their high horse. Yahushua is coming to do just that. But even before Yahushua comes back, this man's kingdom is gonna be chaotic. Salakia. Verse 2 says, your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten, right? Because the way Esau got his riches. Esau got his riches, unjustly. All right, this man got riches through war. All right, he got his riches through like the scripture says in Sirach 39, through unrighteous dealings. It's like not 39, Sirach 10, through unrighteous dealings, injuries. Let me get that real quick, and I'm gonna go back to James. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And this is how the so-called white man got rich, all right? Through the unrighteous dealings of the Israelites first and foremost, because the way Esau's kingdom got built up was through Jake, and he eventually, pedestalized off of that, not pedestalized, but he eventually capitalized. Salaki, that's the word. He capitalized off of that by continuing our oppression. Even today, Jake is still under oppression. You got to go to work, every day in order for Esau. Because who's running Esau's kingdom? All right, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. We're slaving for this man just to come back with crumbs. Okay. The scriptures talk about how we have a bag with holes, and it's in the book of Haggai. I think Haggai 1:6. How we labor, we have a bag with holes, symbolically speaking, that the money that we make won't last. We get the money and it passes away. Verse 3 says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days, right? Because the treasure, the riches that Esau Edom got, even the other nations, will be transferred to the Israelites. All right, it's going to be transferred to us. Because as brothers say, kingdoms are transferred, or riches are transferred. Not destroyed, it is transferred. And the riches of Esau, Edom, is going to be transferred, to Jacob. Okay. Verse 4 says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud. And that's what's going on right here. All right. First and foremost, delaying people, because the scriptures talk about how you're supposed to pay a man the same day that he works, but Esau delays that for 2 weeks. He holds back your pay for 2 weeks. And not only is, like that wasn't bad enough. Now they're delaying your money because, yeah, they'll tell you this is the reason this is happening. That's the reason that is happening. There's a delay. But Esau, Edom controls the banking system. All right. So he can put a word out and say, what, delay these people paycheck, so we can, pretty much move in on them, Salakia. Because this is all to forward their agenda. There's nothing going on, in this damn system that Esau is not controlling. The scripture says that, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, cried, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Jake, that the scripture says, the Lord's ears are open to the cry of the righteous, roughly paraphrasing it, so Jake is here laboring, and Esau, Edom is pretty much defrauding us, man, and pretty much, we're crying out to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to deliver us, man. All right, to deliver us from the hands of this man. Verse 5 says, ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and been wanton, ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. And this is how the elites live. They living good, man. The parable of the rich man and Lazarus, it goes into how the rich man fared sumptuously. So Esau, Edom, he has his foot on our necks, and they eating good, man. And this is his kingdom. He's eating good, and his time is almost up. So continuing on in the article, Salaki, here's another point I want to make. It says, according to the nation's banks, all customer funds are secure, even if the system is showing signs of imploding in on itself at any moment. So any day now, this system, can collapse. And that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on this system to collapse. Through the sparing power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is what the prophecies are talking about, because we know through the collapse of the system, they're going to bring in the MOTB, the mark of the beast. Just say the word bluntly, which is the chip. It says, as for payments that were sent but did not go through last week, banks are not telling customers that everything is just fine because the process can take time. These are just words to calm them down. Hey, what the scripture says, it says, a soft answer turneth away wrath. All right, so what are they giving these people? They're giving these people a soft answer, telling them it's going to be okay. Don't worry. All right, it's going to take some time, but don't worry, you're going to get it. That's a soft answer to turn away the wrath of these people. Because if all Americans were to go to these banks, and pretty much, to say attack, it would have been chaos, man. So they got to move this way to keep these people calm and cool-headed. Okay? It says right here, Salakia, I'm trying to find another point. Yeah, so it says right here, and these are the major banks in the U.S. too. Like the majority of these banks right here are what people use. It says among the banks where customers reported ACH problems are most of the usual suspects: Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, and Truist. So these are the banks that are delaying the pay of people. It says the latest reports suggest that hundreds of thousands of payments have been delayed because of this processing error. In many cases, the clearinghouse admitted these transfers will continue to be delayed. In some states, these delays are actually illegal, such as in Texas, where one person reported the matter to attorney. The attorney don't matter. But yeah, man, Esau, Edom. Here's one right here. Says your accounts remain secure, and your balance will be updated as soon as the deposit is received. You do not need to take any action. So the way I see it, through the spirit, when I'm looking at it, these are test runs that Esau is doing, Because first and foremost, to see how his system is going to work. And then second of all, to see how the people are going to react, because when he really goes down with it, he's going to get that reaction, that same reaction out of people. And people not really doing nothing, man. Here in America, people not really doing nothing. The most they're doing is complaining. All right. But if these people really knew the unjust dealings that Esau do here in Babylon the Great, all right, they lose their damn minds, But people are distracted by breads and circuses. NBA season just started again, so people, they're watching that. Football is going on right now, so people are watching that. You know what I'm saying? So, people ain't really, too bright. People ain't really know what's going on right now. But, like the scripture says, it's going to hit them like a thief in the night. All right, but this is the Revelation 13 and verse 16, because this is the end game to all this going on. Dealing everything going on pretty much, because as brothers say, all roads lead to the MOTB, problem, reaction, solution. Esau's going to bring about this thing by any means possible, because this is the end game. This is the end goal to his little game that he's playing. Revelation 13 and verse 16, and it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." All right, and that mark is the chip. All right, the RFID chip. Just to say it bluntly like that, man. To hell with YouTube, and because YouTube, the Lord's gonna deal with YouTube anyway. The people that control YouTube, the Lord gonna deal with them anyway. All right. Verse 17 says, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." So this is where all this is leading to. All right, for people to take this mark either in their hand, in either hands, or in their forehead, which is the brain chip. Which is going on in the news right now, dealing with Elon Musk. That's really, and that's going on right now. So we're in these times. We see these things happening, and pretty soon it's gonna come to the point where you can't buy or sell unless you take, all right, that chip either in your brain or in your hand. Hey, anywhere in your body at that matter, don't take it. So, hey, Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Yahushua be with us all that really believe, in this truth, man. And Lord willing, we enduring to the end, because it's gonna get hectic out here, and it's gonna get bad, as the scriptures say. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.